Thanks, Edmonton. This is Austin here with YEGnation. We're here today to tell you guys a little bit about Mr. Fahad Mughal. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so Fahad, I guess realistically, as you know, we're trying to give a conversation to the younger Edmonton community, the people that doesn't necessarily have a lot of information on the candidates. So tell us a little bit about why you decided to run for mayoral candidate.
Basically, when I was knocking doors, I was getting different message, and people were saying that we need a new mayor. And my platform was also to make the whole council and our administration accountable, because we are going to show you in a minute why I mean what I mean by making our council accountable. Because there are so many projects which are going sideways, and it is costing us as taxpayers a lot of money. So we need someone in the council who can put brakes on this unresponsible spending, which is going to cost us in the future like 4%, 5% tax increment every year.
Absolutely, makes sense. I'll get out of the way here. That absolutely makes sense. That's a pretty good foundation to build a campaign on. So Fahad's chosen a great place here for us today. If you look over to our lovely left-hand side here, you'll see exactly what we came by. So Fahad, tell us a little bit about why you chose the spot we're at today.
This is an iconic bridge called Walterdalebridge, and it is delayed for last 2 years. It was supposed to be operational this September.
Yep.
And now it has moved to the other year budget cycle.
For sure.
So, as a business analyst and as someone who has worked in real estate development industry, I don't understand this. I cannot digest this. How can a project like this go sideways for 2 years and still we don't have a date?
That's crazy. Absolutely.
How can we have projects in city without proper charters and nobody is being held accountable?
It's almost an eyesore. I understand. My office used to be right just up there, so I saw it every day. I get it. So that absolutely makes sense. So moving on, I guess tell us a little bit about what specifically made not necessarily you run for mayor, but to get into politics, to get talking to those people.
So see, originally I was running for councillor.
Right.
So I started door knocking, learned about people's concerns. I am not from a political family. Nobody has ever run in my family from political background. But I came here to serve people. Being a city employee myself, I believe in public service. And that's why I stepped into it, because nobody was raising concern of the projects like this Walterdalebridge, or even or even the new Civic Tower. If you think about that, the city of Edmonton has emptied 4 buildings in downtown core to occupy 1 building which the city of Edmonton doesn't even own. So the office vacancy rate went from 12% to 14%, 16%
right
now, and our mayor Don Iveson is asking now those companies to rent their space, expensive space, to startups. So basically what the council is doing is that we create the problem, you solve it.
That's absolutely understandable. Okay, so what would be something that you would want to tell the community, and again specifically kind of what we're talking about with YEGnation, what would you want to tell the younger Edmonton community, the people that might not necessarily have, again, enough information to vote, or not just enough information on the city and what's going on? What would you tell those people to get them involved?
I am requesting them, humbly requesting them to get involved. I am also, one of my key platform is that online referendum. So I am aiming for an app which will be available to everyone, common Edmontonians, and any capital project like these, they will have an opportunity to vote on it before it is presented to the council, so the councillors can make informed decisions. So this is something which I am going to do for the youth, so they have the power to contribute, and they will feel engaged.
That's awesome. So in the young Edmonton community, as being of Edmonton, we're very, very diverse, obviously very multicultural here. How would you phrase a little bit of the things towards specifically something like, again, our multicultural city? We're making sure that we are gender inclusive, inclusive of all people of all walks of life. Can you speak a little bit on that?
So one thing which is part of my platform is that I am aiming for all the agencies, boards and commissions that we have should have representation from diverse community members. This is something which is lacking in Edmonton. Even if you look at City Council, you look at Police Commission, this is lacking there, and we need to look at our hiring practices. We also need to include educational programs related to diversity and inclusion so that people can understand where other people are coming from and get rid of their unconscious biases and blind spots which we are all operating. I will give you an example. When I came here in 2011, I was in Ontario looking for work and I was not getting any response. And my blind spot was there. Oh my God, I came here as an immigrant. These guys called me and now they are not even calling me for an interview. But then I took a 5-week intensive program from Ryerson University, which was focused towards Canadian workplace culture. And there I uncovered a lot of my biases, a lot of my blind spots. That's what I was helping here immigrant community with, to help with their resume, cover letter, interview skills. So, and after that, the success rate of me getting an interview was 90 to 95%.
Wow.
So I've mentored over 7 immigrants, and my last mentee had an opportunity to choose between 2 jobs of the one he liked the most.
That's awesome.
So that's what education and training is very important when it comes to diversity, because if we start playing the blame game, it doesn't go anywhere. So education and training is something where we can all sit together on a table, bring this different perspective and move forward.
Awesome. Again, being that you just brought up a great point, why did you choose Edmonton? From wherever else you could have gone in the world, why did you come here to our fair city?
Edmonton is very welcoming, and I will tell you, I've lived in Ontario, and especially the public servants, the frontline public staff, library people and the bus drivers are very welcoming. That is the reason why I moved back from Ontario to Edmonton. And whenever I have this random conversation with my wife that, we are immigrants, let's explore some other city in Canada. And she says, there's no way I'm going anywhere away from Edmonton.
Fair enough. That's awesome. I think right here is as good a place to stop as any. So with the lovely Walterdalebridge in our background here, tell us, Fahad, give us one kind of closing point. What would be something that really means a lot to you in the city?
So, see, my core platform is about accountability. And accountability starts within ourselves. If we don't change ourselves, then we will get the same results. We have to try something different. So I'm asking all people to be accountable, to stand up, and this election, October 16, go out and vote.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming along with us here. Again, Austin here with YEGnation with Fahad Mughal, running for the mayoral candidate in the election coming up here. Tell us what you guys think. We want to hear what you guys have to say, so Fahad can help you guys be the best city that we are, who we know we are. Peace out, Edmonton.